Good night. Welcome to another Sports Frenzy podcast. I'm your host. With me tonight, I have my co-host. This is a man that hosts 3 shows per week. Talking about a man that hosts NFL show, basketball show, and this man will show up every night. Once I'm here, this man is here. So it's just like that out. But welcome, Kim. So, well done, man.
I'm there, man. Give thanks.
Sounds good. A lot of interesting thing to look forward to, man. Boy, since we have last been here, a lot of things has escalated, and boy, things are looking up and up and up, and even looking more beautiful for. Well, I just remember that you're at Aston Villa, so I can't say your club. So let's move on, man, before we get to that. Early tomorrow morning, we'll see people that call themselves Gunners. Arsenal taking on Newcastle at 7:30 a.m. And before I get to the game, yes, Michelle saying good night. Good night, Michelle. Welcome as
Good
always.
night,
Michelle's
good
one of the first
night.
person that throws her hand first. See Albert Williams, big up yourself, boss. Long time I don't see you. And Shem Jacko, big up yourself, mama.
Albert, you need to send me an address my Facebook inbox. So
Kems,
you know,
Kems, listen. You see Albert live all over. All over. This minute the man is here, next minute he's somewhere else.
send me a PO box, my boss. I was that. And Shem, I still await for the address as well. Shem, I still await for the address. I'm gonna see it in my inbox as yet, so
Alright,
you
so
can
Shem
get your
Jacko do the
merch.
right thing. What I said, producer?
Alright, Shem, if you want to send, if you just send me an address where you can receive the merch at, whichever one. No one tricky in America, so
Yeah.
send me that address. Yeah.
As I was saying, we're here to discuss some football. As I said, I'm going to start with the Arsenal against Newcastle game. No, Arsenal got walloped last time out against Liverpool, in which it was expected. In another game, Newcastle drew 3-all. Now you look at these two teams. Who do you see them matching up against each other, Kims?
Well, to be honest, so Newcastle got a well. Will the coach be back on the sidelines now or no?
I'm thinking. I'm not sure.
Because that would be important. Shem is Kemar Barrington. Shems Kemar Barrington. But
All right, you watch him. To make it easy, Shem, just send your address to me and I'll forward it to you.
all right, yeah, that sounds good.
But I'm not
But
sure.
yeah,
I'm not sure Elio will be on the sidelines. Pretty sorry. Will he be?
Yeah, I checked this morning and it said that it's not certain, but he could return.
All right, so it's a 50-50 thing with him.
Yeah, could return.
50-50 because you know, Newcastle played a game and they look like obviously they look a little bit different, than they look previous weeks. The overrated one, got into the game, these fandangos and stuff. But I think Arsenal after being embarrassed, obviously, they play Liverpool, who last 6 games 22-4. So Liverpool is a much better team than them. So I think now, Arsenal can get back them strength against a Newcastle team. Arsenal at home, have been playing well up to this point and until they played Liverpool. So, I don't expect much problems from Newcastle to be honest. I think Arsenal can definitely secure this victory.
And here's Shem saying that Arsenal will bounce back. Smith Rowe will score a brace. I didn't
Woo!
expect you to say any different because guess what, Kems? Shem is actually an Arsenal fan,
Is
So
she?
yeah, she is an Arsenal fan because this lady promised me Arsenal jersey. And can I say all the place that I go in a garbage bin? But um, Smith Rowe has been doing decent for them to be honest, and I keep on saying that from the time that you call him out on this show, it
Yep.
seems like somebody is watching this show and sending the videos to him. But since then, he
Yeah.
has he has turned, and it only
Yep.
can argue as well for Arsenal. But there's something about this Newcastle that I've seen in the one game. Yes, it is only one game, but I saw something in that game that I didn't see right through it before. You
Mm-hmm.
saw that even when they went behind, they still kept on attacking. And even
Mm-hmm.
so the case, they still kept on going. But the thing is that they're coming up against the Arsenal side who has been on a run. Otherwise, from the Liverpool defeat in which that was expected because Arsenal can't match up to Liverpool right now.
Yep.
I tend to agree with you guys that Arsenal will bounce back in this one. In terms of scoreline now, that's
Um,
the tricky part. Yes, Michelle saying that Arsenal to bounce back with a 1-0 win. I think there'll be more than one goals in the game.
yeah, I think I'll give. I think Arsenal will win. I'll give Arsenal a 3-1 victory because you know, Bala Pierre. I don't know if I pronounce him last name, but I know pronounce him first name. So Pierre, right? So he in the last five competitive fixtures with Newcastle, he have scored 6 times. So he love score against Newcastle. So I definitely believe that he'll be on the score sheet. I like him to be on the score sheet over Smith Rowe, and so I think Arsenal. I definitely think Arsenal can win this game 3-1.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I'm going to a 3-1 scoreline. Let's just see if they are actually panel because I really need them to not score over 5 goals because we're betting people. So yeah, multi goals, no more than 5. Next up, we'll see Norwich who got a win last time out, and I believe Wolves who also got a win last time out as well, squaring off against each other. Tough one. I remember you said that whenever Daniel Farker would have been sacked, you probably would
Mm-hmm.
have jumped on the Norwich train again. Now he has been sacked. Dean Smith has taken over, and you can see the difference in one match already.
Mm-hmm.
Tad Cantwell, who has been riding the bench all season long throughout the tenure of Daniel Farker, and it is to think sometimes that hey, this was a guy that was instrumental to you coming back up to the Premier League, and yet
Yep.
when you come into the Premier League, the man can't make the match day squad, not even 11. So Dean Smith came in, said that he's going to give everybody a clean slate. He did that. Todd Cantwell in, Billy Gilmore in, and also our boy Brendan Williams in. And immediately they got a victory. So you look at these two teams, and as I said, Wolves has been playing decent football. I wouldn't say anything over the top, but decent football. So you look at them.
Mm-hmm.
This I think this will be a decent game. But in
Oh,
terms of your breakdown, how you see this one going?
um. All right. So yes, Norwich got the. A matter of fact, Norwich is only 3 points away from safety. All right. So let's just take that into consideration. They have been dirt poor all season, and they're just 3 points. They just need that 3 points to get out of the relegation zone. I tell you guys that Norwich is definitely staying up, right? And they actually move ahead of Newcastle. Newcastle is in last place right now. But I definitely think that um, I watch Wolves against West Ham because I believe West Ham was who they play, right? Yeah, they played West Ham and they beat West Ham, right? And so Wolves has been, from them bench. I don't know if it's coincidence or what, but from them bench, Traore, and them have Jimenez and the other new youth up top. It just looked like a total different team. It looked like, they're playing more cohesive. They're more direct with what they're doing. Yeah, Traore can come on when people tired and run up and down and do all that. But I just think tactically, I think Wolves have it better tactically. Obviously, Dean Smith coming, you have that new manager fever. But it's bad news for Dean Smith because out of his last 5 games, versus Wolves, he only won one. So he's coming. So I don't think he would like this fixture. And Wolves. I told you guys the last time. When people were predicting 3-2. I say I don't know which Wolves are talking about, but Wolves
That's
not gonna
true.
concede no
That's
bag.
true.
Wolves not concede no bag of goal.
They said
So
it.
Norwich, even though Norwich won that game, there was some goalkeeping errors in that game, some like a soft goals give up. So with that being said, I think Wolves will win this game. I'll give Norwich a goal because this Dean Smith come in and say, hey, why you have these guys on the bench? These guys who supposed to be in the starting 11 on the bench. So I think Wolves will win 2-1.
Okay, and I think Shemjaka agrees with you. She says that Wolves for a 2-1 win.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Nicholson said a 1-all draw. And I see Michelle and Randa in the comment section talking about the draw that took place today in Europe, where Portugal was drawn alongside Italy. But we'll touch on that when we clear up the EPL games. All right, next on the agenda, is Crystal Palace against Kems, team that is on loan to Aston Villa. Now you look at these two teams. These are two teams that plays football. Crystal Palace has done well this season, and we have seen Steven Gerrard come in and you basically can see his influence on Aston Villa already.
Mm-hmm.
You can see his blueprint and what he's going to drill them
Mm-hmm.
into. When no, Crystal Palace has been one of those unlucky sides. There are a lot of games that this side should have won, but boy,
Mm-hmm.
they're like Brighton off. Probably, I think it was last season or the season before where Brighton played so good, yet they couldn't find that goal or that just that nick to actually get over the line. When you look at
Yep.
these two teams that Aston Villa has proven in the one game under Gerrard so far that they have that killer instinct because I remember that the game was nil all and then he brought on a couple players and they changed the game. Now you look at this one. How is this one going?
Um, this one is this. I think this one will be a tightly contested game. This Aston Villa resurgence, along with this Crystal Palace resurgence as well. It spells for a good game. Um, what I will say is that as you rightly said, Steven Gerrard really have this team, really have my team, going, playing some good football, being very patient. When the other team have the ball, all right, everybody get behind the ball, and then we'll push for the counter attack. So they play very disciplined. And again, it's only one game, one sample size, but that way have so that way I work with, right? So I believe that Steven Gerrard just, have his imprint on the game. We'll see Ali Watkins. I don't know what's going to be made of Leon Bailey. Hopefully, he can get a start. Hopefully, he can get a start tomorrow. And so, because I think this is a type of game where, we need some of his pace, some of his trickery. But one thing I know about these two teams, the last four times they played, three times out of the four times they were a red card in the fixture. So there's always some rash tackles going in. But I definitely think that Aston Villa will win this game. I think Crystal Palace have been riding their luck, not winning the games they were supposed to win. So tomorrow, Aston Villa will take it to them and give them a nice 2-1.
Okay. I hope that you're right because I want to see Leon Bailey on the score sheet. So yeah, I really want to see that happen. But let me see for a second if this is going to come up. Is it? So yes, guys, there it is on the screen where your host is sporting the Sports Frenzy merch. Just look at that. Look how clean it looks, huh? Why don't you reach out and purchase yours? $1,500. Simple maths that. That price not kill you. And Kems can tell you that much. That price is not going to kill you. $1,500, chum change that right now. So guys, just reach out and purchase your merch. And remember, you can reach to us on Facebook at Sports Frenzy and also on Instagram at Sports Frenzy. And if you go on our Facebook page, you also see a contact number where you can contact us and make your purchase. So guys, just do the right thing. All right, so let us continue to the next game where we'll see Brighton taking on Leeds. Two, I call them up and down teams. Now, look at this one. How is it going this time around, Kems?
Brighton, you know, obviously, Brighton, will be disappointed that, coming from, coming from the international break, they definitely couldn't grab, 3 points. Um, but we know that the Brighton coach is quality. We know that Brighton have some quality, but what Brighton always struggle with is scoring goals. And if you struggle with scoring goals, the best team that you want to come up against is a Leeds team who leak in goals. So there's not really much to assess. Leeds is right above the relegation zone. That is a team that I believe Norwich is targeting to say, we can catch this team. This team that, obviously, Rafinha is playing really well. He's a standout player for Leeds this season. So that is someone that Brighton will have to take into consideration and account for. But I think Brighton just has too much quality. I think the coaching of Brighton is good. I think their style of football is good. And I think Brighton will win this one. 2-1.
All right, so yes, John is saying that Crystal Palace, Brighton, and Brentford are all similar to each other. Play good, but don't have the cutting edge to score goals, so they suffer. That is facts. And now I'm going to big up the people in the comment section. As I said, I see Michelle, see Albert, Shem Jacko, Adrian Nicholson, Pepe Paul, Brenda O'Connor. I also see Oris Holmes, big up yourself, countryman. I also see Robbie Rich, big up yourself, bro. Um, as I pointed out, Kens, Brighton is a team that they play what we would probably call total football. They do play good
Mm-hmm.
football, right?
Mm-hmm.
But boy, it's when they have Neil Maupay playing as a striker, headache. When they have Welbeck playing as a striker, another headache. And
Mm-hmm.
then that forces you into playing Trossard out of position and playing him as a false nine. And then the problem with Trossard is that when he reaches into the final third, his decision making is poor. Either he holds onto the ball too long,
Mm-hmm.
or they have too much touches in and around the box. So you see, when they
Mm-hmm.
expect that unexpected shot, it's not coming in. So that's the issue when it comes down to Brighton. No, will they start it against Leeds? Because if we're being honest, Leeds hasn't really done bad in their last two games, Even against Tottenham, they had the better of the first half, but it was just the second half that let them down. I could tell that it's probably because of the quality of a team that has that to happen. But um, I don't mind Leeds actually do well because I want to see Dan James do well for some reason. But
Well,
that's
well, the thing is, so the thing is, Leeds can do poor and Dan James do well, Like I can, like, who is this? Who is this? Michelle. We love you over here, but you see, when you come talk about certain topics, Michelle, you want to go into the bad book. Like we talk about EPL, you come and tell me about Manning Cup. I don't watch Manning Cup, boss. No want you about the Manning Cup, Michelle. All right, but hey, as again, like Dan James can do well and Leeds, can definitely play poorly. Just like how Rafinha has been the standout player for Leeds, but Leeds haven't been, up to par what we expected, especially, those of medicine that we got from them last season. We thought that it would come over, but absolutely not. But, Brighton went up against Aston Villa team who were patient defending, who had no problem conceding possession to Brighton and just sit behind the ball. I don't see Leeds as that kind of team who will be comfortable just sitting behind the ball and just waiting for to get the ball to go on. I don't see Leeds as that kind of team. Leeds is a team where, they want the ball, they want to push forward, they want to do the 1-2 passing and all of that. So I think Brighton definitely has the advantage, this game. And I think Brighton will win. I have 2-1.
yeah, okay. I kind of agree with you. I'm going to a 2-1 result as well for that one. Now, in the next game, it will be Liverpool against Liverpool B, even though Liverpool B hasn't been producing much talents over the past two seasons. But talking about Liverpool versus Southampton, this is an opponent that Mohamed Salah loves. Mohamed Salah has what? 18 goals in 18 games this season, I think. I stand corrected, but last time I checked it, I think that is what I saw. Now, when I get teams like this, for a man like Salah, all you have to do is keep on licking your chops in a man. And as Kim,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it like Kim would say, barbecue chicken this when
Yep.
Salah says teams like Southampton.
Yep.
Now, you look at it. Are you predicting a big scoreline for Liverpool? I think it will probably be just marginal.
All right. Well, so Liverpool played. They played midweek, but in the Champions League, and they played Salah, they played Mane. Um. All right. So I think Liverpool is at home. Mm. I think Liverpool will put on a little flogging on Southampton. Probably they're not going to want to, but Southampton is so bad. They'll just have to do it. And remember, with the race so tight between Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea, goal difference might come into effect. Goal difference might come into effect. So I believe that this is a game where Liverpool can look and say, "Alright, then we need to probably score 3, 4 goals and also hold a clean sheet." Southampton, a gritty football team, but that's not a very good football team, especially for a team that is on the form that Liverpool is on. So uh, I'll go 3-0 Liverpool.
All right, so here I see Adrian Nichols is saying that 4-0 to Liverpool. Um, I see Robbie Rich wilding and saying 6-0 to Liverpool. I see Sharon Bannick saying 3-0 to Liverpool, so he agrees with you. Here's Shem once again agreeing with you. She's saying that Liverpool playing great, so a win is what is expected, 3-0. And for some reason, Aldan is trying to take a swipe at our, well, not Kem's club, my club, saying that barbecue chicken when Salah saw Man United last time out. But I think these people don't really reason accordingly. The reasons subjectively. They don't know how to differentiate between matches and teams. So, Aldan, I'm not going to take your comments here. Here's Robert once again saying that Liverpool midfield is overrated. So, Southampton, though, they're a poor team. I really expect Liverpool, based on the form that they're in, to actually win this game and probably win this game easily. So, we'll just move on from that one and look forward to Sunday, where first up, we'll see Brentford taking on Everton. Two teams that they both need a win.
Mm-hmm.
Everton started off decent, Brentford likewise, but since then, things has just gone on a downturn for both. Now you look at these two teams. Which of them stand a better chance of winning this game, or do you see this one ending in a draw?
All right. So before even that, um, I think this is the last. This is the last game. It's the last game in November, and Everton has gone winless, right? And this has only happened one time in the last 10 years, right? So if they don't win this game, this will be two times in the last 10 years. So, um, Brentford, Brentford started out hot. They played an easy team their first match. So they got that confidence, and then they used the confidence to roll over. But now life in the Premier League, now life is slowing down. Now they're getting back to normal, and I see Burnley give Brentford a piece of beating. I'm going with the Everton win because Everton need a win,
Mm-hmm.
and Benitez right now is on the hot seat. For the first of all, for the move that he made to Everton, and then he won, and then people were quiet. But then after that, no, he's not winning. He has been drawing. He has been losing. But I think this game against Brentford, I think Everton will win 2-1.
You're saying that they get the perfect opposition to play against because you know that Brentford is going to play all out attacking. So, right opposition to get when you're in a downturn of form. However, these are teams where when they're needy, they're going to come at you as well. So, Everton might be going at Brentford, and Brentford will be doing the same. I see a high scoring game here, but for some reason, I'm going to go with a Brentford win, and I'm probably picking them for a 3-1 victory.
Dude,
All
whew, whew, okay.
right. Next up, we'll see West Ham. Well, I mean, Man City against West Ham. Now, Man City, I'm not sure if Phil Foden will be around. I know that De Bruyne is still out, but boy, Man City don't seem to miss anybody at all. No, the other day I saw a story where they're saying that it seems like Man City clone a lot of their players in terms of remember when there was David Silva, then here comes Phil Foden. After Phil Foden, here comes this youngster Cole Palmer, and they play exactly alike. And then after Cole Palmer, here comes another youngster named James McAtee. That youth came through United and he need to come back home, but we'll leave that for another day. But um Man City too good for West Ham, or I think that West Ham can surprise us again like they did against Liverpool.
Nah. Isn't that West Ham Liverpool game? Isn't that some kind of derby or something? Or no? Is it? No. Okay. All right. So let me tell you about Man City. Like we know, 95% of the games that Man City play, they're going to dominate the ball. They're going to dominate the ball. They're going to be man in the middle. So you're going to have to run around and try to get the ball. It's going to be pass, 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 pass. Um, I'll say the cliche thing: if they take their chances, they should win easily, right? But I think Man City will win this game because obviously, Man City is a little bit behind Chelsea right now, and they know that hey, they can't miss a step, right now, and West Ham just lost to Wolves. West Ham going to look to be on the bounce to come back. And I want Antonio to score. Obviously I want the England international rights to play well. But I just think, when you look at Man City from goalkeeper to striker, it's just class all over the place. So I think I think this will be an easy game for Man City. I think Man City will win 3 goals to one.
And again, you're sharing Bannick saying that he expects City to win 3 goals to 1. Adrian saying that West Ham to win 2 goals to 1. And I'm just here watching these guys in the comment section. And hold on. Yes, Robbie Rich being outrageous and saying nil all draw. Wow. Just wow. But as I was saying, I was just here watching these guys in the comment section. I see Sharon responding to a comment saying that Klopp played to Liverpool's strength. Um, you can't use the midfield to do nothing. Attacking often they are running midfield. That's why Klopp uses his fullbacks in most his attack. Um, this is something that we spoke about a bit. Liverpool midfield isn't the most creative. However, what they have in that midfield are hard workers. They work to win the ball. Now,
Yeah.
based on how they play, and we spoke about it the other day. I remember Ken and I were on here, we were talking about Gerard, that Gerard plays similar. They now use their wing backs as a creative outlet.
Hmm.
Now, if you look at chance creation for Liverpool, I believe Trent is the one that is leading that, right? So Liverpool is not a team that base their attacks on the midfield, are not even for creativity. They don't rely on their midfield for that. It's more down to what the fullbacks does along with the wingers. That's how Liverpool play, and that's their system. That is what has worked for them. What has been there, and as far as I know, I don't think that will ever change.
Yep.
But we'll move on. And next game on the agenda is Leicester against Watford, also at 9 a.m. on Sunday. Leicester, boy, they need some victory in the league. They have been getting victories here and there down in Europa League, but now is the time for the league. And I believe James Madison scored an assist in their game yesterday, so
Hmm.
good thing for them. But Watford coming off a good victory against United, I think they'll still be pumped, or Leicester will be too much for them.
I remember the last time Watford beat up. I think it was Everton. They beat up Watford.
Yeah,
Yeah, they beat up Everton, and then the following game they played after that, they lost. They
I
they,
believe
they
it
go back.
was Arsenal they played in the no, Southampton. Yeah, they played
Yes,
Southampton
and
and lost
and
1
they
nil.
lost. Yep, and
Then
they
they played
lost, right?
Arsenal and lost 1-0.
Yep. So, I always tell you guys that I always look in my eyes, and sometimes when I look in my eyes, now I know, say, okay, this Watford what I see, I know this Watford can hold it throughout the season. So they'll give you a one-off game where them play good, and then the next game they go back to normal. Leicester now, Leicester is at home, and say Leicester need a win. Leicester need a Premier League win. Leicester need to get back on track. If they want to be in the top four. So Madison is the next one who called out on the show. Seem to be running into good form. Unfortunately, Tillsman, he won't be there. He won't be playing. And I see some other persons on the injury report as well. Oh, nobody else important, but apart from him. So this is a game that I think Jamie Vardy will come alive. I think he'll be on the score sheet. So I'm going Leicester 3, Watford 1.
Yes, Agent Nichols saying that Leicester to win by 2 goals to 1. Here's Shem once again saying that Leicester needs a win and they will get a 3-1 victory. I see Sheldon came in the comment section saying that Watford are gonna lose, them so inconsistent. Yeah, that is true.
Yep.
Um, here's Wanda so iconic saying that Watford is very inconsistent.
Mhm.
And here's Janoy saying that tricky one this. No, don't know what to think of this. Watford motivated more than Leicester though, so it might work for them. Leicester wounded, them not confident. Okay. And here's Sharon Bannick again saying that Watford is a one-hit wonder. They will they will never drop under 4-1 for the season. Sar is such a rubbish player. But Sherwin, if you're going to criticize Ismail Sar, why is it that you rate Neil Maupay so highly? Is that the case as if he's much better than Ismail Sarr? So I can't really see why you're criticizing him and not giving the same stick to that player.
And I know like these teams are even more evenly matched, because they have both scored the same amount of goals so far this season. They have both scored 16. Only thing is that Leicester concede 21 and Watford concede 20. So um, obviously the game can go anyway, but I just think that Leicester being at home as well. And remember, if I'm not if I'm not mistaken, isn't Ranieri the coach of Watford going back to Leicester? You know,
Yep.
so he's going to want to prove a point. Leicester obviously. Brandon Rodgers is going to want to prove a point as well. So I just think that man for man, quality for quality. If I had to be yeah, if I had to bet my money, I'd bet my money on Leicester to win this game.
Okay. Next up, we'll see Burnley taking on Tottenham. Burnley has been playing some decent football this season.
Mm-hmm.
Tottenham are up and down, and Conte said that why things are Tottenham are not so high in terms of what is expected. Their expectations are not so high. So seems like some of the cobweb or some of the dust has fallen off on Conte because boy, there's no way can lose to a side like Mura. Nobody doesn't even know Mura, right? So coming up against Burnley, who as I said, they have played decent so far this season. Can Tottenham get it together? Can Harry Kane get it together to actually score some goal and win this game?
Well, all right. So Burnley has played 12 games, right? They win one, draw six, and lose five, right? So I think that one win they had against Brentford. I think that was their only win, right? But before I even touch on Burnley, let me talk about Conte, right? And this is the hypocrisy I don't like. This is the sensationalism I don't like. You see, if Ole had came out and say, "Hey, boy, these players are not to the level that I expected them to be. These players don't have the heart. I know that beat Ole from now till the morning." Listen,
Who
I
would?
hear that all I know. All I know would have said he
Kev,
got the
there's one thing with
coach.
me, I'm fair across the board now because as I said,
Yeah.
I
So
I beat Bruno Fernandez, who is actually one of my favorite players whenever he's doing garbage. As you said, Bruno should ride the bench. He should watch from the bench. So Conte coming out and criticizing some of these players saying that hey, they're just not up to standard. I'm cool with that. Because some of
no,
them just
but
aren't.
no, but listen, Conte, right? And again, this is why I don't have him as no big top manager. He win with Juventus, hey, everybody win with Juventus. He win with Chelsea, hey, everybody win with Chelsea. He win with Inter Milan, I'll give him that. All right? But as a coach, you know the project that you're going into, right? You know all of the players that were at Tottenham. I'm sure he was watching Tottenham play football, right? So, like, and they brought you in to fix the problem. That's why they fire a coach after what? After 9 games, after 10 games, they fired the coach because obviously there's a disconnect between that coach and the team. So they're bringing you, who's supposed to be an elite coach, to come and fix the problem. I don't want to hear, even if that's what you're thinking, you keep that to yourself. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I will never hear that from Pep. I will never hear that from Klopp. Like, we're not gonna hear, oh boy, this team is no. I don't want to hear that. You come in, you get the job done. I heard that you change them eating habits, you change your training style, you change everything, and you're losing to a Muna FC, whatever they want you. That is totally unacceptable. But we can talk about that another day for the whole day. But I don't thank God this coach didn't come to United because he would have come and attack with the players them as well. So I think they're going to win this game though because they're playing against Burnley. Sometimes when the coach call you out, sometimes you get players, and I see what's his name? Jamie O'Hara came out and said some of these players should never wear a Spurs jersey again. And I'm wondering, wow, is this Manchester United? Is this Chelsea? Is this Liverpool? Who is he talking? Like this is some prestigious club. But anyway, um I think Tottenham will win this game. I think they'll win this game. I think they'll win 2-1. Burnley has just, won one game, and that game was against Brentford. So I can't see Burnley winning this game. My mind is telling me a draw, because I don't see how Tottenham can break down Burnley. Because if you watch Tottenham play football, the last two, not before the Mona game or whatever that team the name, the whole first half they didn't have a shot on target. You know, so I don't know how they're going to break down Burnley. Burnley very physical. Burnley want punch you in your face, thump out your teeth. And some of Spurs players are very soft, very fragile. So my mind is telling me a draw, but I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Spurs. You cannot be this bad. You must can beat Burnley. Burnley's in the relegation zone. Burnley's ranked 18 with only one win so far this season. If you can't win this game, then I'm going to put the coach on the hot seat because hey, you were brought in to change it. I better if these were the results they were going to get, I better they make Nuno stay. So
All right, so your Shedland Campbell saying that Spurs is just not good enough. I said that from Jose days, but people try to play it down because they narrate him. I see Robert saying that Tottenham players are trash and lazy. I wouldn't say that they're trash, but in terms of lazy, a lot of them are. Um, well, further, here's Adrian Nicholson saying that if he gets Spurs to finish in top four, he can make United win EPL. Um, here's Jenna Antonio saying that no contact effect in 3 games. We saw two-kill effect the first game at Chelsea, and by the second, we thrashed Spurs. You need to pay some respect to Conte, because Conte won you some leagues. Here's Robert responding to Kim saying that I disagree with you, Kim. This Tottenham team have no fight, lack class, and are lazy.
well, hold on, but Robbie Rich, all right. So, what is the job of the coach? Like, I just want to know. You can tell me, Robbie Rich, because you say you're a coach for a team of a Portmore. So, if you are the coach and you see a team with no fight, lazy, disinterested, just lackadaisical, tell me now, Robbie Rich, what is the job of the coach? Just to collect how much $1 million? What is the coach supposed to do in a situation like this? Please let me know. Please let us know in the comment section.
Okay, here's one that's so iconic saying that Spurs 1-0 should be a decent game. Here's Shem saying that Kems, I agree with you for a nil or draw. Pine is saying that he expect that Spurs will win by 2 goals to 1. Sherwin saying that it will be a 1-1 draw. Son and Hood will actually score combination. Here's AJ Nicholson saying that Spurs not have the ball at them to play the man system. Okay.
No, but then again, again, Mr. Nicholson, right? If you know you're coming with a particular system, why would you take a job if the players are not there to play the system? Like, all of these just seem like excuses to me because I don't like this particular coach. If I was supposed to tell you, well, boy, all I do have the players to play his system. You need some more players. That tell me say, boy, Ole is not a good coach and tell me everything in the world. So I just want some consistency. I don't want the hypocrisy and I don't want the sensationalism for these coaches who wanna like. Want us to be fair across the board and we'll call a spade a spade. Right now, I know it's a small sample size, but right now, currently, he's struggling. He's not doing a good job. There's no way you can lose to a team that never win a game in that little group and now they win a game against you. That's totally impossible.
All right. Is also in responding, Nicholson saying that coach job to motivate players, get the best out of players, and and set a system for the players to play.
There we go. Yep. Yep.
But Kems, yeah, I was going to say this to you in regards to his Chelsea thing. Remember that Chelsea finished 10th in the league that season, the boss. So that feat
Who
to get
was who
Chelsea,
was the coach prior? Who was the coach prior?
I believe it was your boy Marino.
Okay. Okay. We don't even say nothing more. We don't even say nothing more. Alright. We don't even say nothing
And before I move on to the final game here, is Sheldon Campbell saying that Spurs have good wing backs. I think the midfield is poor. Came to camp with Kante and Ole in the same sentence. Ole have Man United for 3 years.
Yeah, but all right. Only now have a job now, so we don't need to talk about him. All right. Oh, man. All right.
With that being said, it just leads us into the final game of the weekend. We'll see Chelsea taking on Man United at the bridge. Um, Before we get into that game itself, or should I just go into the game? You know what? I'm just going to go into the game. Now, Chelsea has been playing decent, getting back all their players because I see Timo Werner on bench midweek. I saw Lukaku on the bench, Mason Mount. But I believe Ben Chilwell is out for this game. Well, not believe, he is out for this game. And also, N'Golo Kante is out for this game. This match will be Michael Carrick final game as the interim before the interim comes in. Now you look at this one, Kims. If you're
All
Michael
right.
Carrick,
Mm-hmm.
or you're in Michael Carrick seat, knowing that, boy, you have one game so far now. You let United qualify for round of 16. You have a 100% win record. Why not end your tenure with a 100% record? Now go ahead and divulge into this match.
All right. Well, I mean, probably Carrick believe that he can win this game. Probably believe he can win this game. I don't think any team right now is unbeatable. There's no team in the Premier League where say, boy, this team unbeatable. Once you go up against them, just give them a 3 points beforehand because you can't beat this team. I don't see that. Chelsea have, some weaknesses. Um, at times, they lapse and you can catch them out. Reece James is playing extremely well, especially attacking wise. Um, there will be no Kante, so that will be a good thing, for United, because the last time he was running United midfield, red. United got a clean sheet against Villarreal. What I'll tell them though is that Chelsea is no Villarreal, you know. It's a total different kind of ball game, and with their manager, they put pressure. They put pressure on our team. We have to come correct. I don't know what Carrick style is. I don't know what Carrick tactics is. I've only seen one game, the one. But it looked like he's putting Bruno on the bench, and I like that. I can take Bruno on the
I
bench. So
can
Bruno,
guarantee that he'll start against Chelsea.
you think so?
Not asking, telling.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen Bruno showed up in a big game, so it would be nice if he can show up in
All
this
right, so
one.
Kems, you asked what his tactics are. So I'm going to try to explain what he said in his press conference. He
Yes.
said that what he tried to do against Villarreal is try to wear down Villarreal in that first half. Well, I never really saw that wearing down because Villarreal just dominated that first half. But
That's what I'm saying. Villarreal was wearing we down. That's what I'm saying.
he said that what he's trying to do is try to wear down the opponents, see what they are all about in that first half. In the second half now, make some substitution if the players on the field aren't making the necessary steps that they need to make. Bring on some attacking players and have them go for it. Will it work? I don't know. Do I like it? Absolutely not. I think that the way you should start a game is go out on the front foot. Try to beat these teams from the get go and see if you can score early on. Because if you score early on, that immediately put pressure on the opposing side, right? So you're telling me that you're going to sit back and blah blah blah. I mean, go to Chelsea and do that. Do what you did against Villarreal at Chelsea and see what happened. Because remember that it was David Dea, even though I don't rate him, it was that man who saved United in that first half. So he's going to go to Chelsea, and if memory serves me correct, I believe it will be Bailly and Lindelof will actually play that game. So go to Chelsea and play that and see what will happen. Or you can go on.
Yeah, but so um, I mean, I'm not, I'm not happy about the pick I'm about to make. I have no evidence whatsoever. I have no top class analysis whatsoever, other than you know I'm just going by faith and not by sight. Because if I was to go by sight, I'd probably pick Chelsea 4-0. But um, I just think, I think the players wake up now, and I think United have quality. I think United have quality, to cause some problems, for Chelsea. The manager just have to get the lineup right. I'm sorry that my boy Pogba won't be there for this game. This will be a nice game for him to insert himself in, and you know, but I think, Van de Beek, I think Van de Beek played decent in the Champions League game. I think he probably can garner a start again, in this game. And you guys said this about Newcastle, say, oh, the billionaire owners take over, so everybody gonna want to show it. I think, this new interim, I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of good things about him. How him use this style and that style, and him the ramp drop players and all of that kind of stuff. No nonsense kind of man. So I think the players will definitely want to obviously, audition, for their spot, because nobody's spot is safe. There's no Carrick, there's no Fletcher, there's no Ole there, to hug you up and say, yeah, don't worry, everything is all right. This coach coming in,
Hold
just
on, man.
to,
Let us finish on
handle.
the analysis for the game first before I touch on that.
So I think he'll be. I think I'm picking United 1-1. I have no conviction in that, but I'm just saying 1-1 United.
All right, so I see a lot of Chelsea fans in the comment section asking what will be the prediction of the host, the co-host, and the producer. Being that the three of us are all United fans, what I'll say is that our prediction is that one of you Chelsea fans come on the panel right now. That is my prediction.
Yeah.
So one of you guys, since as you're brave enough and you're bold enough, come on the panel right now.
Stop.
Let's see which one of you are brave at. But I see a lot of Chelsea fans in the comment section saying that they expect that their team to dump up United. I say one said 3-0, one says 3-1. Trent Baniku is half and half. That man is half Chelsea fan, half Arsenal fan. Is saying that Chelsea to win 2-0. And his hope, well, his reality is Chelsea to win 2-0, but his hope is that they end in a 1-0 draw. I say Pine is saying that he'll actually end 2-0. I say Shamika saying that United will lose again. The game should be action packed. Chelsea will defeat United 3-0. Um, Here's one that connects saying that I'm a United fan, but I don't see us winning. That's being honest. Um, Robbie, CJ is a little whim. CJ is afraid to come on this show. Based on the amount of beating that the producer has given to CJ either way from this show. Josh Carl beat that man every single day. So because of all that beating, CJ is afraid to come on this show. And CJ know that he can't come on this show and talk garbage. So he's hiding away from the show. But Kems, on a more serious matter now, the coach that is rumored, because it hasn't been confirmed as yet, is Ralph Rangnick. He's a man that he's the one that built RB Leipzig. He's the one that also built Offenheim. He was also director of football at Salzburg. Under his stewardship, they won 2 titles. I know that at Leipzig they won a couple cups and all of that. No, he is the one that they call the godfather of German football. And the thing that we love so much that we call Gegen press, that them in German call it Gegen press. So he's the one that taught Klopp, Tuchel, Nagelsmann, Arsene O'Toole is at Southampton. Now I've heard that a lot of people or a lot of United players are actually disgruntled. And I see Robert Rich in the comment section earlier and saying that Tottenham players are lazy. That is my issue with a lot of these United players. They are damn lazy. A lot of them, right? So this is a man that is a no-nonsense type of player. And I remember back
Mm.
in what? I think it was 2016. They asked him if he could sign, if it was possible to sign Messi and Christie for Leipzig, if he would. And he said point blank, no, he wouldn't even if he had the choice. Reason being, they're too old. So now he's coming to a side that Christie is the one that is spearing the attack. Based on how he plays, this man don't like people, or not people, I mean players that sit back. He likes you to press. He gives you like say 15 seconds to win back the ball and to transition it. Now, in terms of players that you expect to suffer under this coach, who are the players that you think are
With
out of
suffer,
yeah,
Cristiano Ronaldo first.
Then
because um, Christian, well, we can only talk about the starting side because when I say Marshall, but Marshall get a game the other day. I know why him and Carrick probably have secret and so, but when I say but in terms of the starting level, the level was start the most. You know, I think Mister the two clumsy defender them what we have. I think they might have a warm time round the two. I think they might have a warm time, playing up to the pace, playing quickly,
your
moving that
favorite
ball
player
as
as
they're
well.
supposed to. Huh?
Your favorite player as well that love to dwell on the ball for ages.
Well, the thing is, all right. So the thing is with Pogba, right? I think Pogba is an intelligent footballer. Sometimes we do some foolishness. As in life, as humans, we do foolishness sometimes. But I think when a coach come in who, has a pedigree that this man have. Remember, if we are be honest, all and them man they have no, have a pedigree. Also. But this man. I have a pedigree, in resume. Right now, not even resume, a CV, them man, they have long like out a door. So when people like these come into, an entity, an establishment, and say, hey, this is how we're going to play, people are going to buy in. People are going to buy in. And, we talk about Ronaldo because, every time United was pressing, I would drag Mr. Ronaldo, a drag, or I walk Mr. Ronaldo, a walk, right? But then again, it can come down to respect, it can come down to again, pedigree, right? When this coach come in and put on him foot from day one, say, hey, I'm not stand for the foolishness, and hey, if you're not do this, then you're gonna ride the pine. Then I think players will definitely conform and so. But I think this is probably a thing where Fred will probably flourish in. I think Fred will probably
Van de
flourish
Beek.
in here and Van de Beek as well. I think those players will definitely flourish in this kind of system. And I think more to everybody, Van de Beek for sure. I think Van de Beek is probably licking his chops, probably smiling right now, say, yes, finally, he can get for show off, what he's about. But I remember I saw a quote that he spoke about, that he would get another left back. If he was at United at that time, because him said, yeah, Shaw is there, but he needs some competition or whatever the case he said. I'm paraphrasing, so and that was when Shaw was at the top of his game, you know. Now he has
No, it
regressed.
wasn't quite at the top,
Was it in 20? It was last year.
Yeah, it was last year, but remember that it wasn't until around November thereabouts that Sharks really started to pick up. He never really started the season hot, and then, we made the cut
Yeah, yeah,
around
yeah.
October.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So probably even that's why he made the code. Because he must say, boy, this guy don't look like a Manchester United player. So I just believe that everyone will be on toes, and everybody will be on their toes. Everybody will be eager to, see what it's all about. And as I always tell you, if what he's doing, if it translates to winning, I think all the players will buy in. Because at the end of the day, winning is everything. When you win, then all right, then good. So then the lazy players, the players who don't want to work, this is a particular system that is going to show it up. So you guys want to see on a favorite player on the bench, want to have to guess why.
But
We know
Kems,
why.
as it relates to me,
Hmm.
at this point in time, I don't business the one up on the bench. If you're lazy, bench. Go and go coat nails
Yep.
on the bench, man. Van de Beek has
Yep.
done it long enough, and that man has been working. So why you can't do it because you're lazy? Go on, man, on the bench, man. It's
Yeah,
fresh
I
that
think.
saying that Sports Frenzy,
Uh-huh.
it's not rumor. Check out Fabrizio Romano. He already agreed terms to sign on the weekend. Yeah, I know, man. I was just muffling around. I know that it's already agreed. It's just for them to announce it. So go ahead, James.
Yeah, so I think Sancho as well, and Sancho Young too. Sancho Young, Sancho come from,
You rate him
play
highly.
for a German, yeah, play for a German club. So Sancho will get more game time. So this is I think no, I guess I can agree with all leaving, because we have a man who come in who clearly has a plan, has a system, and he's going to implement the system in Manchester United. Not only that, I heard that he's going to sign some 2 year contract to do some consultancy, and so we need a football mind like that. Ed Woodward and all them people they who just know
Facts.
about money and so. We need a football man, somebody who can say, yeah, all right, no, we now get a player there. We don't want no Bastian Schweinsteiger, that man too old.
Facts.
We don't want, so stuff like that. You know, so that is good for us. I think now the Manchester United rebuild can actually start because I don't think we have rebuilt the way how we needed to. We just move from coach to coach, system to system, but there's nothing really, solidified and in place. So, it's something for Manchester United fans to be happy about. And I saw Klopp said that, he is sad about it. He's sad about it because, no, basically he's saying that United never have no structure all along. That's how I'm
Yeah.
basically I say. They never
Yeah.
have no structure, them don't know what they were doing. But no, here's a man coming in who know what he's doing and he'll get them right.
Yeah.
So really excited for that and we'll see how it goes.
All right, before I get my final say on it, let me put it up once again. So, guys, ensure that you go out and cop your Sports Frenzy merch. There's that person. I don't know who that person is right there in that shirt, but just look how clean that picture looks. Just look how bossy that picture looks. Why don't you go and cop yours? $1,500, cheap, man. So cop them before they're sold out, and I can tell this much: we are going fast. So just link us up on Facebook, link us up on Instagram, and make a purchase. Just do the right thing, guys. But as it relates to Meekums, as I said to you before, one thing I dislike about some players is that they're lazy. And you see, when they have lazy players in return makes it bad for coaches. Because say you're a coach and you want to implement a certain strategy that requires you to press. Because under Ole, this was his problem. Ole didn't know whether he want to press or not. It's just half and half. And as Ralph put it, Ralph said it in an interview that with you half pressing is basically like a woman saying that she's half pregnant. That's the analogy that he used. So it's either you're fully into it or you don't do it any at all. So say for instance now, Ole wanted these players to press and they weren't doing it. Then yeah, we could have given him the bail and said, okay, we saw that you tried to do that and it never matriculated. No, as I said, this man is a no nonsense type of coach. Now when he takes over, a lot of these lazy players will be shown up. Because again, remember that everybody's going to start with a clean slate, And if you can't make the grade, why should we keep you beyond summer? And you alluded to it a little. What I liked about this is that he said it himself that he's not going to take up any role unless he's given a consultancy role.
Yep.
Because he knows what the culture of United is and was about, and he sees
Yep.
things that he can actually improve.
Yep.
So why? Over the past 8 years, this actually is the best footballing decision I'll actually see United make. This
Yep.
is the best. But we're not going to turn the United show. And quickly, we're just going to look at what transpired today with Portugal and Italy ending up in this on the same bracket of the draw. So one of these two teams will not be making it to the World Cup. If you were to call it right now, Kims, which of these two teams would you say will not be there?
All right. So before that, right, before me answer that question, all I want to say is that if Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't go to the World Cup, the GOAT debate is over. Over. You cannot be the GOAT and you can't make it to the World Cup. You don't have to win the World Cup, because World Cup is hard too, right? But if you can't come out of a group with Italy, who is not playing good football, Macedonia, Turkey, if you can't come out of that group, then you are no longer. I don't care. You can score 1,000,000 Champions League goal, 1,000,000 Premier. I don't care. You are disqualified from the GOAT conversation if you can't propel your team to the World Cup. Let's not even play ourselves and act like the Portugal team no good, right? Them have Bruno, them have Renato Sanchez, them have Ruben Diaz, who I hear is the biggest defender. Um, they have a lot.
The second best player in Premier League this season, Bernardo Silva.
Oh gosh, man, them have so much quality. I don't want to hear no excuses. If if there was ever a time for Cristiano to raise his stock anymore, this is the time. Propel your team to the you're not playing Luxembourg again and Andorra and all of them look at team the way you score a hat trick again, so you beat up your chest and you go on the most. No, a big man time now. So if you don't make it to the World Cup, you're disqualified from the GOAT conversation. Cause see, Messi make it all the time. So if you don't make it, you're disqualified. With that being said now, right? Mancini already say Italy will qualify. He already go out there and put it out and say, hey, don't worry about the playoffs. Italy will make it to the World Cup. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if a Turkey make it. If it just me and my bantering, I wouldn't mind. Mr. Dwayne Blackwood, you have the email. Just come on the show and tell me why it's a rubbish argument. Tell me how you can be the GOAT and can't make it to the World Cup. Tell me that, especially when you have Serbia make it over you. You can't. What kind of GOAT? And you have a team like what Portugal have? Come on the show and let me know why, Mr. Blackwood. Right? So I wouldn't mind if Shanilia go sit down. I wouldn't mind if go through and both Italy and Portugal just go home. You know, that would have really make. But I think if you notice something about Italy, trust me, apart from that little, the last World Cup, I think when they didn't make it, it's always a team where clutch time. Michelle, tell me why send him the
All right,
email,
do
man.
it. Check your email. I sent it.
All right, how is my argument flawed, Michelle? I just want to know how it's flawed. Well, first one tell me say Messi another goal because him not win an international trophy. No him win an international trophy, no move the goalpost again. No always move the goalpost for the team on a like. Anyway, but I think
Damn, this team
Italy.
is so crappy.
I think
Sorry, man. I'm
Italy.
just
I
looking at
think
some basketball. I'm
oh
just looking at Boston Celtics being blown by the Spurs.
by the Spurs. Oh wow,
Yeah,
yeah, and
38 to
I
16.
dang. And Italy. When it come on to the clutch time, when it come on to tournament, Italy will just come and show up. And those, Italy does need to give. Italy does really need a win against Portugal. When they get a win against Portugal, then you know, see my
All right,
previous comment to the now say
Shanila, hear what Shanila. If you want me to mute games, just come on the show. Since
she
as you
now
want to
come on, man.
defend,
She now come on.
she said it last time about man that she's shy. So here comes the Sir Dwayne, sir.
All right, me drop in for a minute, right? First of all, to
Yes.
make it to the World Cup out of Europe, which has more teams that is much better than some of the little joke teams them in South America. So right now, South America, the teams are very weak, right? Uruguay, which used to be a powerhouse, they are very weak. Chile golden generation has deteriorated. So there is only Colombia, Brazil, to me, is the only challenge for Argentina. And how many is it? 5 teams from that
4.5.
conference? 4. So Argentina always gonna make it to the World Cup, right?
All right.
More there. All right, hold on. Let me finish because you did that talk a lot.
Okay.
Right? In Europe, every year you have a good team that are 2 that doesn't make it to the World Cup. Every World Cup, check
Facts.
it. Check it. Right?
But they,
So
no, but they don't have the goat. Like, I don't care what you want to say about other teams. My argument is not that other teams can't make it. I am talking about if you are the goat. Listen. More to tell you something. This was
right,
Portugal group,
yeah.
Serbia, Luxembourg, and what's Azerbaijan or whatever the team they
And
won name.
hold
And
Azerbaijan.
on.
they won. And out of 8
Oh,
games, they won 5, draw 2, and lose 1. If you
right.
are the goat, first of
Hold
all,
on. Then you have to look at the man individual performance, even though it's a team sport. How many goals did he score and qualify?
oh God. Hey, let me show you, Dwayne. Let me show you why we're not very subjective with this goat argument. In that
I mean,
Champions League,
hold on.
in that
Cristiano
Champions
Ronaldo
League,
is my goat, But the
huh?
argument we have put, and the reason me I say Cristiano is my goat, But the argument you have put for
No,
disqualify the
if
man. And
yes,
remember,
because if Messi was in
but
this group
Kem,
with Serbia, Messi I go
Kem,
through.
Kem,
Yes, sir.
Kem,
I'm
Kem,
listening.
remember how old is Cristiano Ronaldo? Cristiano not in
God,
him peak.
ah,
The last time Cristiano went to the playoff, he single-handedly destroyed Sweden with against Zlatan. You remember that game? Do you remember that game?
okay, yeah,
So he
all
has
right.
been in a position like that before, and he came up trumps. And me is a Messi fan. I can't believe me if you call a show a different Christie.
Yeah, but
Right?
I don't know, but you're doing a
But
very
and
bad job at defending Christie right now. You're doing a very
that is
bad
your
job.
opinion. I'm sure other people
All right,
will agree
do it,
with
do it.
me.
Listen, do it. I
Yeah.
can't go around this. There's no way Cristiano Ronaldo and the Portugal team shouldn't have won this group.
I
No way.
What?
I
Like,
agree. We should have won the group. The team should have won the group. But remember, football is not an individual sport. It's a team game.
but all I know is a team game when Cristiano Ronaldo don't do well. That is my
No,
problem.
no,
All right. Let me show you something. There was a
no.
Champions League.
You
There was
can't
a
put me in a box. No,
no,
the
no,
reason why
no, no. I'm talking about
your
the general
argument me
population.
attacking, no, me not say Christie is the goat, But me I say, yeah, I say because him team did not qualify. If him team don't qualify, he can't be the goat. Him not there if he was in the peak of his career and his team didn't qualify. Then I say, oh, he would have get a beating for that because the man at the top of him game and him can't lead him team to the World Cup. But right now,
All right, look at
Christie is
this. Okay,
basically
look at this,
Christie
Dwayne.
on one leg. He's not the player that he used to be
No,
5 years ago.
Kems, and a real though. Portugal deserves some Jack, and Italy and the other one deserves some high and beaten. Both of them should have won those groups easily.
yeah, but again, I understand Levon, but Italy doesn't have a goat, and they don't have a goat. Nothing. Listen, when Messi went to that, I mean, I try to think that Cristiano of Messi show, but when Messi went to the World Cup final, and
Yeah,
the man lay off the ball for Higuain score, and Higuain decide say him no want score no goal, and Germany win that final.
him get a
Messi,
lot of attack.
them say, if
But,
Messi had the
but
goat,
hold
him
on,
could score. Him
hold on.
blah, blah, blah.
No.
Yes.
But he got a goal and opportunity in that game and he didn't finish. He didn't have to rely on Higuain. He could have win that game by himself and him miss. So that's why he
You
got
want,
hit. That's why he
you
got
want me to
messed
show you the
up.
goal where you want me to show you the
All right,
goal
so
where Cristiano get in
Robert,
the
I'm going to
Serbia
send an
game?
invitation to you to come on the show because I say that you're in disagreement with Kim, so I'm going to send you the invitation as well.
Hold on. Me think everybody disagree with me. See, a man agree with me.
No, but listen to me, Dwayne. Right? I can show
Yeah.
like every point where you make, I can show you the point for Cristiano. I can show you chances that Cristiano got in the Serbia game to propel them to win the group and he didn't score it. All I am saying,
Yes. James,
like
James,
Cristiano is
James,
not.
but
Hold on.
only yeah,
All right, go ahead.
continue.
No, what I'm saying is that
Only what
Cristiano
nobody
number
not gonna
baller.
remember nobody not gonna remember no miss in a no group game games. Everybody are gonna remember the miss in the World Cup finals. That is where the
Facts.
pressure is at the highest.
Facts.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Nobody
No,
only you know who a nitpick I gonna remember that. I never remember that. But me did want Messi I might go to. But I can be very objective. But now I go argue one side because I one
Portugal
thing.
court.
But still doing the Kims. Say the referee didn't rub Portugal.
Of course,
That was the first leg. That was the
Yeah,
first leg, right? Yes, I
yeah.
remember the
yeah.
first leg. But what I'm saying is that okay, them robbed you the first leg, right? You are the goat, right? Portugal
Got beat up
easily.
Serbia.
Portugal easily have the best squad in that group. Easily. By miles away. And I am saying, if you are the GOAT, right? You are the GOAT. You are the best player in the world ever. Greatest ever. All you have to do, hey guys, we're going to win this game against Serbia. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying, okay, even that, you are now in the playoffs. You have another opportunity to be another GOAT. Take your team to the World Cup.
But Kems, you know, Christy kind of pulled off Ole in a sense, or I should say, Portugal pulled off at Ole in a sense.
How was that?
Yeah.
In the sense that remember that they had Ireland. Had they won that game, they would have gone ahead of Serbia.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Had they, and then they didn't win that game. Now they had the opportunity again against Serbia. All they needed was a point from that game. I tell them they couldn't get a point.
Can be my GOAT.
I have a
Well, not
comparison.
I agree with some of these people that the coach is a garbage. I can't tell that much. He's
That
garbage.
is where I'm gonna
But-
get. That was where I was going next, because look at Manchester United squad, pound for pound, right? And you tell me that they, well, man for man, they should be in the position that they are in right now, and why they are not in a better position.
I mean, why Manchester? Huh?
Why Manchester United was struggling.
Well, Dwayne, again, that is a bad comparison. Why? Man City is better. Liverpool is better. Chelsea is better. In this group, nobody is better. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
But Manchester
better.
United not only losing to Chelsea and Man City and Liverpool, who gave them at the beat their second highest beating this season?
Watford?
A team in relegation. So basically, nothing wrong with my comparison. Because me I tell you say Portugal coach not good, so that's why they can lose to some average teams. I get a feedback now.
Robbie Rich, come with the garbage, Robbie Rich. Come on.
Anyway, I was about to take a shower, so I'm out.
All right, Thomas.
Robbie Rich, well good.
Yeah, man. Me, I listen to Kems chatting bag of rubbish.
Take him on, man. He's right here.
So hold on, you know. Ask you a question. Messi went to 3 final and didn't win. Who get blame?
Messi every time.
No,
Messi.
the coach get blame. Them say the
Which
coach
coach?
are good and them change the coach. I'm wrong, I'm right.
You're wrong. Probably.
No,
All right.
right.
Let me
Them say
tell
the
you.
coach,
No.
remember, and then being Otamendi. So why is that no Cristiano Ronaldo in a position not going to the World Cup? Them are blame him alone. But when it at Manchester United, you want to blame Ole and not Ronaldo. You're not consistent.
All right. Hold on.
You're not consistent. Be consistent and don't be a hypocrite and don't be biased. Come
Beat
on,
him,
man.
Robbie. Beat the boy, Robbie.
Be honest,
Hey.
man.
Robbie, listen to me, the general. Listen to me now. All right. When you talk about Messi, right? The finals of Messi lose. If you look at the blame percentage,
3 final.
90% of persons blame
Pick up
Messi.
yourself, Marcus
And then
Smith.
and then the other rest of them, they blame Higuain, Otamendi, and the coach. But 90% was Messi because why?
No.
Messi is the
No.
Messi are the best player upon the team. So him have to take the blame. What I am saying, Robbie Rich, is that okay, Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player on Portugal team. Portugal team is absolutely stacked.
No.
Stacked.
No.
Know what?
No. Look at that midfield. You tell me 2 ball winner in that midfield. Tell me 2 ball winner since you know football. Tell me 2 ball winner.
You have to tell me now.
Ball winner. Tell me 2 ball winner.
No, them not have no ball winner. Them not have no
So
ball
how you
winner.
win a game without a
Big
ball
man,
winner
Robbie.
midfield? That
Beat the
make no
boy, Robbie.
sense.
Beat him, Robbie.
That don't make no sense. This team is nonsense. Always bisect midfield coming like Whitmore. Bisecting central defensive midfielders. So come on now. Chris is not Jesus, he's not Allah, and he's not Mohammed. How am I gonna say this side?
I'm gonna ask you a question, Robbie Rich. Right? I'm gonna ask you a question, Robbie Rich. Is Bernardo Silva
Ante Bernardo Silva.
baller?
Eh?
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva is not a ball winner.
I'm asking that, brother. We don't want you. No matter make the argument between your narrative, but we never ask if he was a ball winner. But ask, is he alright? Is Bernardo Silva a game changer?
Of course, you're a game changer, yes. But that alone can't win a game.
Well, I know. You think you need a ball winner to beat Serbia?
Yes, you're undermining Serbia team.
All right. You know
You're
what? All
undermining
right,
Serbia team.
Robbie Rich, you win. Robbie Rich, you win the argument. You win the argument. You win the argument.
Undermining that. Remember,
No,
Serbia has some talented players that is not big in name. That's why underrating them.
no man, it's not even big in name.
That is why that is the reason why England lose the final because underrate Italy midfield. And I think
All right,
Barati alone good.
Levon, let me ask you a question, Levon, because Robbie Rich come with him bias. Is Cancelo a baller?
Who?
Cancelo elite. Cancelo.
Yeah.
Is Ruben Diaz elite?
All right.
Yeah.
How about Jota?
All right. Go on talk.
Okay.
How about Bruno Fernandes?
Kems, you're going in and out.
Hold on. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Clear. Yeah.
All right. How about Bruno Fernandes?
Yeah. Those who show up for Portugal.
Ah.
How about Martino?
That
Average.
man, very average.
Average.
Very
All
average.
right. Okay. Now you tell me now. Okay. Tell me now. Which one of
Not
them
hearing
baller
you.
there? Hear me? Hear me better now?
No, I'm not here. Look.
Hear me better now?
No.
Kems, the people inside because I talk rubbish, and that's why you keep on chipping and chip out.
Hold on. Hear me better now?
Yeah.
Far away better.
All right. So tell me about these ballers now. All of them ballers they want me just name just now.
Mm-hmm.
Who
Why
from
am I
Portugal
just
let me just name Tadic better than
Yeah,
Okay.
Tadic.
One to that is a top link.
All right.
Better than Jota?
Kems. Look at it though, Kems. You have to reason objectively and not objectively and not subjectively, right? So you look at Dusan Tadic for Serbia versus Bruno Fernandes for Portugal. Tadic is a better player for Serbia than Bruno is for Portugal.
Yeah. No, but you can't compare the two of them because Bruno is on the bench. So tell me about Jota. Tell me about Jota versus Tadic. Bruno is on the bench.
Ask a question. Whose fault is that Jota to underperform so much for Portugal?
Repeat the question.
Whose fault is it for Jota to underperform so much time for Portugal? Ronaldo?
I mean,
come on.
I don't
like.
No, but you asked me a question. I'm not sure whose fault it is. I'm not sure. Like, I can't assign a blame to someone.
Well, I know. This is what, I don't know. You assign a blame to Christian and try to say, it can't be the go-to. When the team is underperforming.
But Kems, look at this though, Kems.
Underperforming all them things, why didn't you take all of this? Why?
But Kems, if you
let me tell you why.
Since you have one that want Messi take all the blame for the World Cup 2014 final, why you want to put every blame for Ronaldo and say it's not the GOAT because of that? Why?
Hold on, Masu answer. Where's the level? Masu answer. Where's the level?
What I was going to say is that, all right, you have these players performing good for their clubs, right?
Yes.
No, you as a coach, why do you find it so hard to fit Bruno Fernandes into your team? I mean, and every time I go play against a big side, because as we know, when Bruno say big teams, that Bruno going a total meltdown. It's not every team in that group was a big team. Yet we haven't seen Bruno shone in a game for Portugal. No, we see players like Jota, even Andre Silva when he was on farm for Frankfurt and all of that. And these guys comes into Portugal team and boy, you just say like, are these the same players that I watch week in, week out? Because they look like total garbage. And multiple occasions, even up to the other day, I believe it was against Ireland. I believe it was that Christie scored the 2 late goals in. I believe one was in the 90th and one was in 90 plus. It has to be Cristiano Ronaldo helping them to escape these teams. So I'm saying that wouldn't it be down to the coach for organizing the team the way it is? Because if it's the case that this man has to bail you out every time, with you possessing so much quality, it has to come down to coaching.
Remember, no, in a consistent again. Remember, I said the job of a coach when he said about the Tottenham. So why you don't want to be the coach for that now? You're not
Well,
consistent. You're
all right.
not consistent. You're shipping
Hold on,
goalposts too
hold on.
much.
Is this the same coach? And this is a genuine question. Is this the same coach who won the Euros?
I remember that's why we said Frank Vogel out. That's why we said Frank Vogel can win me chip and he's still not good.
Hold on, give me a chance. Give me a chance to talk now. So this is the same coach that win the Euros. Remember, also that in the finals, Ronaldo didn't play. Right? Remember, Ronaldo.
But Kebs, he was criticized in that final still doing well. Not the final. He was criticized right out through the tournament that even though Portugal won it, he didn't use the players to the best as the project could have been used. So he was still being criticized for it, even though they won.
All right, cool. All right, so you can tell me about coach and all of that, right? But what I am saying, Levon, this has been my argument. I'm not gonna go in the intricacy of this and that. All I am saying is that one, if you can't make it out of a group, if you can't top your group against Serbia, Luxembourg, Ireland, and those teams, you have a mark on your resume. Two, if now you go up in the playoffs and you can't make it to the World Cup, then you're disqualified completely from the GOAT conversation. Especially when you have a loaded team and you must can get it done. Like Portugal can play without a coach and beat Luxembourg. Portugal can play without a coach and beat Ireland. Like we have too much excuses for players that we like a lot. There's too much excuses for Ronaldo. Way too much.
The best player for Jamaica, them say, is Leon Bailey. Right? And them say that for the first game where Antonio play garbage, who get blamed? Not Tapa. Not Tapa said they set up the system. So why you not consistent as a Tapa out? But you're not consistent with criticism, you're shipping the goalposts too much. You're shipping the goalposts too much. The coach is the problem. So stop finding other people blame than the coach. You're behaving biased. Come on, Kebs.
Robbie Rich, Jamaica, they're in a category by itself. So we're going to leave
we
out
are
Jamaica.
The third best team on paper. We're not supposed to the sixth.
Jamaica
are the third best team on paper. We're not supposed to the sixth.
That's impossible because Jamaica not better than Jamaica not better than USA, Mexico,
the
or
third
Canada.
best I said on paper in CONCACAF. We're not supposed to the sixth.
Let's not get off track. Thank you.
So come on, we are big. Come on now. You always remember this coach can make a bad coach can make any team look like Dodo. Come on. Any coach. Bad coach can always do that. Say be Messi, no blame the coaching for Messi feelers. Why you can't blame that for Christie? You're being consistent, bro. Be consistent.
Robbie Rich, all I'm saying to you, you can tell me to be consistent from now till the morning. If Messi failed to qualify for the World Cup against these teams, Messi is disqualified from the GOAT conversation. That's all I'm saying.
Not to me. Is it to me?
Well, Robbie Rich, we can't fight for your opinion, so nobody fight me for mine, brother. I am just saying, me don't want to hear about Cristiano is the GOAT if he failed to go to the 2022 World Cup. That's all I am saying. Like, we just don't want to hear it. It's impossible to say.
Isn't this the same Italy team that beat your England at the final? Yes or no?
This look like the same. All right, this sound like the same Italy team to you.
Eh?
The same Italy team to you. The Italy could even make it out of the group, out of them group. Clearly, not the same Italy team. But it's a different, obviously different tournament. Them on different farm. They're not on the same type of farm they were in the Euros. Come on, Robbie Richman. And the ABC in Robbie Richman. And the Batapan catch in Robbie Richman. Come on, man.
You make it look that way there. Because you're subjected, they put it on Christian Lowe when the teams underperform. Christy scored the goals when supposed to them do him job. What more can he do? Go save the ball him too?
How much did the game end versus Serbia, Levon? The last game?
2-1.
Okay. Who scored that one goal? Ronaldo?
No. You're basing this off one game and you attack the whole game.
No, players do.
Remember,
Renato Sanchez scored it.
No. Okay. Players do have upper. Players do have games with them those score. No expect Ronaldo to score in the whole games them.
No. But the games them.
Exactly. I see Shanela Ellis asking me Who is the GOAT? She's curious. All right. So my stance on this is that I appreciate greatness and I appreciate these two footballers, and I'll leave it at that. I love both of them. Yeah, the subjective. I say, oh, this one is the GOAT, that one is the GOAT. I like both of them. Argument done. Continue, guys.
Yeah.
My
So
point already, but I'm keeping a shift the goal posted.
no, I'm not shifting the goalpost. Just like if, okay, we can use another analogy in a basketball. If this Lakers team failed to make the playoffs, remove LeBron from all GOAT conversation. Like my thing is consistent. Like if you can't make the playoffs with this team, remove LeBron from all GOAT conversation. I don't care if you have Westbrook. I don't care. If you cannot make the playoffs, remove LeBron. Once he's healthy, remove LeBron from all GOAT conversations. I'm consistent throughout. If Cristiano cannot make the World Cup, I don't want to hear him in the GOAT conversation. That's it. Unless a Curry GOAT or GOAT Stain or GOAT Head, that them thing there, but not greatest of all time.
Yeah, I'm saying
we can jump in. We just company live and everything's in.
Yeah.
But we can just jump in and say something.
Yes, sir.
Shoot a shot, man.
Remember, say back in the days, Jordan they always make it to the finals and playoffs and them something there now. So Jordan,
No, Ryan, however,
me
that is
just jump
different.
in
Right?
and hear that part there. Me kind of, me hear
No
enough to make that comment.
No problem. But let me explain something to you about basketball, which is my specialty. Right? When Jordan wasn't making it to those places, Jordan wasn't the GOAT at that point in time. Jordan was just a young pup in the league. But once Michael Jordan started winning, Michael Jordan started winning, there was nobody else winning after that. Nobody at all. It was Michael Jordan straight through. So that's
All
what
right,
I'm
good
saying.
comeback. Good comeback in the Kems, but me can also point out that Jordan left. Go play play baseball, don't it?
Uh-huh.
And him left in prime. Him give it 3 years in prime. Would you accept that?
Well, to be honest with you, Jordan is not my GOAT. But when I have me a argument for Jordan to backside. But hey, what may I say, right? What may I say is that even when Jordan left, right? Even when Jordan left, the team never go back to the finals after that till he came back. And when he came back, they went to 3 straight finals and him win 3 straight MVP. Never ever play a game 7 in his life. Those things are GOAT material. Those things are GOAT things. What I'm saying is that after that, if Jordan did come back and Jordan could even make the playoffs, and so then we just say, that's shaky. Now, Cristiano
Can
win the World Cup.
Can I put something to you again?
Yeah.
Italy is a big side in the world football, right?
Yes.
Not after Euros.
Italy is a big. No. They win Euros and I'm a big side in the world football. Because Euro are the best. Euro are the best.
But them farm dip after that.
No, it doesn't matter. But then win Euro. That's 3 months ago. Everybody farm got dip in a life.
Yes.
They win Euros 3 months ago. So basically, they're one of the best team in the world football. They rank as a top 5 team in the world, right? They are potentially a team that is seen based on where they are now that can go deep into the World Cup, potentially win it. What is wrong? I'm just asking, what is so greatly wrong in losing to them?
What is wrong? This is what's wrong. This is basically Cristiano Ronaldo's last World Cup. Do we agree? Basically his last World Cup.
Yeah.
He had the opportunity to go to the World Cup in an easy cheesy group with a star-studded Portugal team. Okay, things happen. Them take with a goal against Serbia. All right, things happen. Okay, no problem. No, it's do or die. I heard that when you come on to clutch, Cristiano Ronaldo, the clutchest footballer out there, everything. All right, no problem. So I'm saying now is the time, Ryan. This is your last World Cup, your last hurrah. This is the time for you to prove yourself, you prove your worth. Right now, the GOAT debate is still in the balance. Some say Messi, some say Ronaldo. If you fail to qualify for a World Cup, We can't have another good conversation. Like, I just can't. I'm sorry.
But Kems, you went on a rant and you still going on a question. You don't answer the man question. So I'm going to put it forward to you. What is wrong in Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo losing to a team that was under what? 37 or 38 games and beaten run until Spain beat them?
World record, you know. World record and beaten running.
Okay. All right, what is wrong with it? Because since the Euros, Italy has been dirt poor. Since the Euros, they have been absolutely poor. And I see right now the Portugal team is better than Italy team. And Robert talk about on paper.
Stick up in again. And this is where you have to have your objectivity, right? Remember I said that Portugal hasn't been playing good. So if you're going to use that as Italy excuse, so why are you skipping over Portugal? The coach now make the man play good. So why are you just
exactly?
And Levan, Portugal hasn't playing good longer than Italy hasn't been playing good.
Exactly.
But the thing is, okay. So the thing is, Levan, right? The thing is, Levan, is that Italy doesn't have a goat. Portugal has a goat. Like so that's always the determining.
So
okay. All right. Hold on, Robert. Right. So when you're looking at any particular team, we can look at from Manning Cup come all the way up. You always have this one player where you say, boy, you know, them team are even out in about that player is just a big difference maker because him are the superstar, him are the greatness, him can produce greatness out of nothing, right? That is Cristiano Ronaldo. I hear he's a good. All I am saying is that when I transfer, I believe if it was Messi in this group with Serbia, Messi is qualifying for the World Cup. I believe if it was Messi in this group with Italy, Turkey, and North Macedonia, I think Messi is qualifying for the World Cup. So all I am saying is that Cristiano Ronaldo, you are the GOAT. You are perceived the GOAT. Show us that you're the GOAT. Qualify for the World Cup. So no excuses.
So, Kems, I ask you a question and go on it. How can a win a match without ball winners?
All right, when last did Portugal have a ball winner?
Tell me the ball winners. You said there was start-start team. A start-start team have everything. They don't have ball winners. You cannot win big games without ball winners. And it's showing Europe where people can run through their midfield. I'm going to make a post and in one group and say this Portugal midfield is overrated because there's no ball winner. So how can you tell me that now?
Rich, when they won the Euros, did they have ball winners?
What? Moutinho was at his best sometime. Moutinho was at his best.
So he was a ball winner at that time, but not a ball winner now.
Moutinho can't even start full sometime. And them man, they want to tell me if go win much games to them?
No. No, man. Robbie Rich, you're telling me ball winners. Robbie Rich, you're telling me ball winners.
Kems, stick up in Kems. I hear you guys keep on saying Portugal is a star-studded team. They have a good team, not star-studded. Because if you dig into this team, really, a lot of these players are bug. Because say for instance, you look over on the left side, a man like Rafael Guerrero, that man struggle, and Ryan can tell him because Ryan said that he plays good in a wing-back system. That man don't play good as a left-back. Rafael Guerrero for
Nuno taking game now.
Exactly, Nuno Mendes is game, and Nuno Mendes is a youngster that is coming through. Well, look at
who take Rafael game at Dortmund? Schultz is back.
Okay.
Schultz who struggle for Germany is back.
look at this now. Centre back wise, right? Give you Ruben Diaz. But look who is beside Ruben Diaz. A 40-year-old Pepe. Come on, man. You look in midfield. None of those players in midfield can do a damn thing. You can't tell me about Danilo Pereira, William Carvalho, Joao Martino, all of those players. Garbage.
It's so, it's so funny. And again, it's so funny.
Yeah. All right, let us put this thing in perspective. Portugal does not have a central midfield, and Italy don't have a center forward. So you see, every big team in world football, they have problem positions. There is no big team in world football that don't have a problem position. Portugal is central midfield, Italy is center forward. Yeah, sure, there are other positions.
So Ryan, basically what we're saying is that Portugal is top heavy.
They are very
Yeah.
top heavy. Yeah, because Bruno don't fit in other team. They're going to be
I could
honest.
say this is a good, great team.
Yeah, they have the potential to become a great team, but as it stands right now, Portugal is not.
Felix out of farm.
Yeah.
But they a potential great player.
Adrian Nicholson asking Germany.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Germany. Leave Germany out of
Yeah,
this.
all me say, when we come up with any reason to defend people who not like.
No, but
That's
here's my, but hold
No,
on
they're
there
not
now.
inconsistent, Ken.
Let us
That's
say
the thing,
March,
they're not
March,
inconsistent.
hold on, March come around, right?
Yeah.
And the guy injured. Then what? Him still out of the good conversation?
No man, come on, Ryan. Injuries
Me
and
just
them
ask.
thing they wouldn't.
Me
No,
just
but
ask.
come on,
Me just ask.
we never think we need to mention them. Some of the injuries
Yeah.
and them
No,
thing, they obviously.
because people, it's because when people stay, then we use it against him just the same. Somebody just ask.
Oh no man, injuries and them
All
thing
right,
they
cool. You get me answer.
But Kems, as I said to you before, Kems, even though I said the rate and talk about this Portuguese team, there's no way they should have qualified from this group. As I said, they had an Ole opportunity. They had 2 chances to qualify. You get Northern Ireland. Not Northern, I mean Ireland. Bossman, Ireland is a bug team. Beat up that simple. All they needed against Serbia was a draw. That was all
That
they needed.
Ronaldo goal that against Serbia that was taken away. I am not excusing Portugal for that because there are 2 other chances. Those last 2 games were 2 perfect chances to qualify and they failed. You got 2 bites at the cherry otherwise and you failed. So that Ronaldo goal that was taken away for me is no excuse.
And I can be frank with you, I'm not sorry for Portugal and I'm not sorry for Italy.
I want Turkey to win that group. I want Turkey to win that group.
No, that would be fun.
I don't want it to happen. For one reason. I'm going to piss off Robert now. I want either Italy or Portugal at the World Cup to kick out Brazil.
That is impossible still, you know? It's very impossible.
It's not impossible. The more big guns out of Europe in World Cup, the easier it is to kick out Brazil.
Robbie Rich, what the ball winners in a Brazil midfield? What the ball winners? Fred?
Casemiro. It's done. Casemiro. What you have to say? Yeah, Fabinho. It's done. We are talking about.
I think I'm Fred.
Fred played better for Brazil because my better footballers around him and coach will assist him. Not your about coach.
Your coach and assistant still though. Let's just find out. Brazil coach is an idiot too.
Yes, but the system better than Ole.
So no, I won't say that. I think the coach knows what the coach has a system and him know what him do. Him just don't necessarily have the players to especially in midfield. So you basically have to build the team around. You know, like when you play football and you have to play around certain man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and build a team that way that we're all right, man, I have a midfield, so this is what I have to do.
All right. May I say, you know, this argument can done now because it not change.
Yeah, I'm going to have a wrap up now, man. So I'm just going to go around the table for all of you guys. Robbie, you're saying something?
Now make a cut.
All right,
let's say a word, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to go around the table. So, Kems, what's your final say? Your minute about anything?
All right. Final say. If Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't go to the World Cup, he is excluded from.
This man just saying stop that, but stop picking and can't wrap up.
May I wrap up now? He's excluded from the gold conversation. All right. So, guys, remember tomorrow 7 p.m. we have our NFL show. Sunday 7 p.m. we have our NBA show. You know, 2 exciting shows we're looking forward to. Some NFL games were last night. The Lakers will be playing shortly against Sacramento. Beat and teach as per usual. We're finding our feet. They'll tell me say LeBron James is not top 5.
Phoenix Suns is now what, 15 on the chart?
Yeah, they've won 15 straight. They tell me LeBron is not top 5. I just watched LeBron score 39 points in his 19th year in the league. It has only been done by Kobe Bryant. You know, as a 30-year-old with 19 years in the league. You know, so hey. But we have a lot of basketball things to talk about. People want to talk about Steph Curry. I'm not not a fan, but hey, you know, he's playing some good basketball right now.
Easy bun and cheesy.
Ryan a clock in and clock out. Ryan, them said them want a prediction for Man U versus Chelsea.
Something seems a bit down at Ryan Internet. The man came in so good, and then after a while, Ryan Internet just keeps on chipping and chipping out. Ryan, your
Ryan,
prediction for the United game? They said they need that.
Huh? I didn't get that.
Chelsea game. What's your prediction? United Chelsea.
3-love Chelsea.
United 2-1. What?
3-love Chelsea. Well, what about? Want to bet on Juventus?
What do you mean if we bet on
By far,
Juventus?
not even close.
Juventus aside?
No. That's what I mean. So you say you're better than Juventus, right? I will give Juventus 4. I will give Juventus 4. I'm saying I give you 3. So what's the problem?
All right,
We're better than Burnley too, yeah? We're better than Burnley too. All right?
All right, can go ahead and have a minute more, Ryan.
Yeah, man. I already tell you guys that West Indies is going to get a spin diet down in Sri Lanka. So said, so done. So less said. Tomorrow, Chelsea, Man U, Carrick and boy. Huh?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, sorry. Yeah, but anyway, Carrick and boy, but it is what it is. Business are business. No friend thing in this. So we just have to do what we do. Hopefully we get a 3-0 victory, as I said. And we can stay at the top of the table for another week because it's a 3-horse race, and those 3 top managers in the league are influenced by the new Man U coach. Finally, they make a common sense decision. I'm glad he's only there for 6 months, but then he will be in the director's box. So anything.
Feel like pull off a bounty right now, you know.
Huh?
People dead.
Yeah. You know, anything can happen right now. It's going to be interesting to watch Cristiano Ronaldo try to play in a gang press. That will be an interesting watch because I don't think he's capable of doing that, even though he's a goat, one of the goats in football. There are many goats in the world, you know. So yeah, you know. What else we have to talk about again? Cricket, football. Chelsea basically we did well in the. You realize all the teams in Europe are English teams are topping their groups except Tottenham. Not even the great Conte can save Tottenham from themselves. So that I think his statement yesterday is he trying to maybe find a way out because he realized this thing bigger than him. And yeah, guys, so we just move on. We watch some more sports where I guess Levon advertised the merch. We only find out about today. I don't know why I now wear merch in the.
You're kidding, man. Kems, tell this man how long we have been advertising the merch, and even at the show itself, I came on and do it.
I don't know why I now wear my merch right now. I should be wearing my merch right now in this show, but for some reason, anyway, guys, cop the merch and let us.
Just look at the merch, bossy and clean, eh?
Yeah, man, tough. We need them in different colors and them thing there.
We have them in different colors. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, that matter about, man. So we need to get the merch, and so we can look uniformed and everything and support the program, guys. So and let us subscribe and all of those nice things, and so we can move on from where we are. We need to move from 500 to 5,000 to 50,000 to 500,000 and just step up like that. And because we have the potential, I realize that there are a lot of sides about, but we are one of the best right now, if we're going to be honest about this thing. Because a lot of people, them dead so, them not dead so like we. But just to be honest. Not because me here, but because me here kind of help it too.
Hey, one last thing. So breaking news, right? So I don't know if you have watched the basketball game with Lakers versus the Pacers, but they fined LeBron $15,000 for a dance that he did, and I guess he was grabbing onto his crotch. You know, so they fined him $15,000. But we'll talk about that on Sunday, guys. I'm about to unleash on the
So,
NBA, on the
so
commissioner.
this man really stopped me right here just to talk about LeBron James.
Yes, the
He's good.
greatness, the real goat,
He's good.
not
He's
the
good.
phony goat, not the phony goat over Portugal, the real goat.
Good for you, not for
I,
me, but that we'll
yeah,
see for another day. Not
we
for me.
take that personal.
But as Ryan said to you guys, I need not to say anything else. But Penny, why are you trying to read man lips? Seem like I tell Kim saying you need to stop look at Adam man. Why are you trying to read my lips, Penny? Don't do that, man. But guys, just keep on supporting Sports Frenzy, as Ryan said. I need not to say anymore. Just watch on sports. A lot of sport in action going on. Watch more sports. Thanks to our producer Josh Call makes it possible. Thanks to all of you in the comment section. I mean, you guys stood right out through the night. I mean, at one point, well, about a minute ago, I saw 20 of you guys still online. So thanks to all of you. And guys, big up on yourself. Big up Kims. Big up Ryan. Big up Robbie who jumped on. Big up Dwayne who jumped on. And just keep on the writing. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until tomorrow, where you'll see the co-host. Well, man is not host. That man was NFL show and NBA show. So until tomorrow, stay tuned, guys. You'll see Kems. So long until Monday. Take care. All I'll say, Man United, please get a victory by Chelsea. Keep the title run in check. Peace out.